It is
Boom Shakalaka!
Hey!
All right.
There we go. There we go.
Here we are. Yes, indeed. It's Boom Shakalaka o'clock, y'all. Welcome to North End Update Live because Ms. Rocki and Chaveevah know there's always something good happening on the North End.
That's right. And everywhere else. Yes.
Yes, indeed. So we're here to tell you about it because, you know, you can hear about the bad stuff, but you need us to talk to you about the good stuff, and that's why we're here.
That's right. Okay, to point out the good stuff. And we have some great guests this week, Rocki, every Friday. It's like an embarrassment of riches to talk about the great guests that we have every week.
Exactly.
Okay?
Today we have Heidi Fuchtman from the youth art team, and she's going to take a moment to talk about the riverfront mural as well as their and that was called the Freedom Story, our Freedom Story.
Right.
And she also is going to talk about the artist training camp that went on this summer.
Yes, I think I might know a little bit something about that.
Right, you were a part of that.
Yeah, and it was so much fun. And we also are going to have Sheritta Stokes today. She's the co-director of the 1619 Freedom School after-school literacy program. And
Right, and the 1619 Freedom School is a free community-based after-school literacy program where children improve their literacy skills and develop a love for reading through liberating instruction centered on Black American history. So we're so excited to talk about Black history, and that's going to be the subject in our Give It Air discussion today as well. We got some good stuff, you guys. And in fact, why don't we just go ahead, because we got a contest today.
Yes.
We got a $30 meal, a free meal, y'all, to Rodney's First Base Barbecue.
And if you have not had it, I know you're sure going to wish that you did.
Oh, yes. Yeah. He's got them chicken and those ribs and all the good
delicious sides. Yes, absolutely.
So the question today, Chaveevah, is,
who was the first person to not give up their seat during the civil rights movement? Who was the first person to not give up their seat on the bus?
Right, and it might not be what you think. So make sure you do your research and find out if you can get the answer to that question and get your meal from Rodney's First Base Barbecue.
Yep, the first person to chime in with the correct answer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and you know, whether it's Fridays at 4 or when we're live on North End Update, or if you're watching us on YouTube or MediaCom, you need to go to our North End Update page and like our page so you don't miss out on any of the good stuff.
Check us out on Instagram too, okay? As a matter of fact, how would you like to provide more opportunities to highlight the good stuff happening all around us? We really need your support.
Right, and you can do just that by showering your tax-deductible donation to our gift to our Cash App, which is $ North End Update, and make it rain.
There you go. The good stuff.
I just wanted to say that because it can rain the good stuff down on our community, and we can help do that a lot better if you help us by your donation. Also, we got to shout out to our crew. They rock.
Every time. Ed and Agnes, thank you for what you do every single Friday. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, WCT Channel 17 or 79-4, depending on how your TV is set up. Fridays at 4 o'clock or Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. And be sure to go to North End Update and like our page.
Right, okay? We can't say that enough because we want you to be a part of our show. And you can email us, I think you just said, at northendupdate@gmail.com.
Yep, if you've got show suggestions, comments, questions about our topics. It looks like we've got comments right now.
Already, yes.
We got a couple. Renita Wright says, hello, ladies.
Hey, Renita.
And then she also has an answer to the trivia question.
Uh-oh.
15-year-old Claudette Colvin.
Oh,
yes,
you're
indeed.
So right. right.
All right,
Congratulations, Renita. And thank you for watching. It's been a minute since we've heard from her, so I'm thankful that she's watching us today.
Yep, looks like you're going to be enjoying some first base barbecue.
Some of that finger licking good first base. And you know, that's Bebe's. It's one of Bebe's kids.
Okay.
We know everybody, so we can say that. Now, you know, we did our shout outs, Chaveevah, about Ed and Agnes, because we just love our crew. They do such a great job.
Yep.
But Joyce Ann Wilder saw you eating that donut online today.
Oh, that's right.
She said, bring her a glazed donut.
See, and I got to clear that up. Joyce, I was eating that donut 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I can still taste it, though. It's delicious. Rocket's Donuts, right downtown.
Right, right. We love you, Joyce. Keep on inspiring us to keep doing better all the time. Be better than you were yesterday.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, I know everybody's waiting because we got this great lineup today, Chaveevah. We've got Heidi Fuchtman. I keep wanting to say Fuchtman. Fuchtman from Youth Art Team.
Yep.
And we also have Sheritta
Stokes.
Monique Stokes. And let's just go ahead and welcome them right
now.
Ladies, come on down.
Come on down. Yes.
Indeed. So good to have them. And, you know, we found out some great things that they have in common today.
Yes.
And we're going to let them explain all that to us as soon as they get situated. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
You're so welcome. And Heidi, I know you've been on the show before, and I think you have too. You've been on the show.
Yeah, I think I was a sub.
You
one
was
day.
a I
came to sit in.
Oh, well, look, you the star today. So we get to put all of our stars on the spot, Chaveevah.
Yes,
As
absolutely.
soon as they sit down in that seat, we always have to ask you, it's kind of a trick question because we know the answer, right? Do you subscribe to the Soul Town?
Yep. If you
Look,
Okay.
silence.
Oh no, my brother, Dr. Richardson, is part of that.
You
So
remind
yes.
me of him. Your personality is so similar. Yeah. So this is the great thing. You know, the Soul Town is where it's at.
Yes.
Yep. So the good thing about springing this on our guests every week, we get a chance to talk about the Soul Town every week and the fact that it started right here in Waterloo with Sheritta, and the fact that it is chock full of great articles and things of interest. I mean, they even have recipes in here. I think this month they have a recipe for fried green tomatoes.
Oh, wow. How do
Yeah.
you cook yours?
Oh, where?
Do you cook, first of all?
I do cook. A little oil, little cornmeal,
There you
and
go.
a little seasoning.
There you
Okay.
go.
Are
And
you
not
a
too
fan?
long.
You eat fried green tomatoes?
I have never made fried green tomatoes.
Oh, honey, you missing it then. I had some.
Yeah.
Chaveevah gave me some tomatoes, and I just had a fit. Made a fool out of me. Those tomatoes did. Stayed up late at night, but yeah. So what does their recipe use? Cornmeal, flour?
Oh yeah, she uses flour and cornmeal.
Okay, that's
and
what I use.
breadcrumbs. So I'm saying, wow.
Okay.
An egg wash.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. They know what they're doing then.
Okay. Yeah, so absolutely. If you are interested in subscribing, just go to thesoultownmagazine.com and you can get a digital or print edition of this.
Right, because some people like to hold it in
I know
their
I do.
hand.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
news flash, birthday people. You know, every week, your daughter had a birthday last night.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
she
then
did.
you get to sing extra loud. Okay? Because our birthday people are looking forward to hearing you sing.
Ooh, they don't want to hear me sing, though. I will mouth the words for them, though.
And we'll lip sync. That's cool.
Okay, no, we got to hear your voice, or we might not invite you back, and you know we want you.
Ooh, I know you like people who can sing,
Okay.
but you know I'm that person who everybody in my family can sing except me. They don't let me
Okay.
sing.
Okay, well, that's a fair warning. How about you, Heidi? You like to sing soprano? You got a nice...
No. I'm kind of shy about singing, but I'll do it.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, birthday people, stay tuned because we got one shy and one that claims not to sing. So, Chaveevah, you know what we got to do.
Sing loud.
Sing loud.
No shame in my game. I'm not a good singer, but I will sing. I say, oh my goodness. If I could, I would probably be insufferable. So I just say that.
Did you guys happen to catch our show last week?
No, I didn't. Where was I last Friday? No, I didn't.
Okay. How about you, Heidi?
No.
No. What?
Well,
Seriously.
the good thing about it is they could always go back and
Right.
pick us up on YouTube and all these other different things. But
Right.
our guests last week were businessman Tommy McKellen. He talked about his businesses and different things that he's got a stake in, including a semi-pro sports team. And
Basketball,
also
yeah.
Jalen Jones, who is promoter of Carpe Diem, an arts and music showcase that happened last week.
Right. Yeah, and Jalen Jones did a great job. They both were great. And you guys, Kid Shanko, you guys just rocked the show without me. I lost my mother-in-law, so I was, tending to the funeral with my relatives. But I thank you, Chaveevah and Kid, for doing such an amazing job for having those people on. We always have the
You got to
best
thank
guests.
Kent for keeping the train on the tracks because you know me, I like to.
Okay, so we got some good things happening on the North End. I know you know all about them, right? Chaveevah, what do we
Some of
have?
them. Okay, we've got Capoeira Kids, after-school program at Royal Legacy Christian Academy. It's starting on the 7th of this month, and it'll be from Monday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m., and on Friday, noon to 6. And it's open to K through 6 students and includes dinner, a snack, and homework help. Hey, an open gym, you can't beat it.
Oh my goodness, take your children there. And you know who does it is David. I don't know what his
David
last-
Pratt.
David Pratt. Oh, what a great guy. And that's for all elementary school kids. So they can go to your after school program, then go over to the other school. You can find some stuff for your children to do.
For sure.
Go to the youth art team. We'll get it all lined up for you before the show's over. What else we have on the North End?
Okay.
Oh, the truck festival is happening this Saturday. And from 9 to 4 and from 11 to 8 at the Riverloo Expo Plaza, featuring some of the best food truck vendors, live music, and family activities. Do not miss it. And First Base Barbecue will be there, and we're supporting him this week. I think the last contest we supported Speller's True Value. So we want to always, give people some insight on what these businesses are doing around here. And the last thing we're going to talk about is Charmin Fritz Braided Girl Pampering Service, Chaveevah.
Yep, she's starting a new program called Influential Individuals, and that's going to be highlighting students or community leaders or different people that have shown some determination, excellence in sports or academics, or just good deeds in the community. So those people will be recognized with a basket of goodies or a gift card or money even. And she would like to be contacted, Charmin Fritz, on her Braided Girl Pampering page for more information or to nominate someone that you think is an influential individual.
Now, see, all these things people would not even have known about if it weren't for us telling all about all the good stuff. And of course, you guys have a lot to share as well. So we want to make sure that we talk about what you're talking about. So let's just go ahead and get started. And since you're right here, I think I'm going to talk to you, and then Chaveevah, why don't we talk to Heidi when we finish?
Okay, let's just get her going.
All right. So, Sheritta, my goodness, I know your best friend, we know all about that best friend vibe. So talk about who and how this all got started. I know with your friend Nicole Hedda-Jones, decided to just take the bull by the horns and just do the thing.
As most of you know, if you know me, Nicole Hannah-Jones is a writer for the New York Times. We've been best friends since high school. And her and I talked probably a year and a half ago when we first got out for COVID time. And it was like, what are we doing? Yeah. One, it was a good thing. We had a little bit more time to talk. The downside was just the frustration with where was education going.
Right.
at
And
that
you're
time.
a teacher yourself, so I guess we
Yes.
should let everybody know that you are an educator.
Yep,
Yes.
I'm Cunningham Pride and Excellence.
Yes. All right.
I'm a third grade teacher at Cunningham currently. Love it.
Oh, and it shows. It shows.
Yeah. So she was thinking, what can she do for her hometown? I mean, if you know anything about her, you follow her. She's all over everywhere.
Oh yeah, we couldn't get her.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
But since
we-
she's from here, she always wanted to give back to her hometown. She initially started donating books to my classrooms or just sponsoring kids and different things like that. And that's great, but she wanted it to be bigger and better and more. So we came up with the idea of doing a tutoring center, then decided to call it the 1619 Freedom School. 1619 is the year the first set of African Americans came to the United States. Of course, people can debate that if they'd like to. That is
Right.
a fact.
Sure.
And freedom schools were initially started in the South for those who weren't able to learn how to read, and so they would sneak and start their own freedom schools. So instead of doing that, we just decided that's the title, but what we will be doing is tutoring students who are behind in reading. We're targeting 4th and 5th graders our first year. We do plan to go up, not necessarily down, because we want to offer a service to those students who may not normally get those services, whether in school or outside of school. Will be located.
You'll be located where? Oh, wait, the Masani, is that where you guys have in common?
Yes,
Because
it's my neighbor
Right,
on
yes.
Park Street, 325.
Yes.
Across
Okay.
from Lincoln Park. We will actually officially be opening in the building in January.
Okay.
Our services will be tutoring students in reading, but using books about African Americans and teaching them history at the same time, in addition to making it fun and having activities
And
so
yeah.
that they enjoy reading.
Right, and the premise of this, our Give It Air today is going to talk about Black history as a whole, but the premise of this is to teach on a level and a scale that these students can identify with, and not just, I think we had our meeting today before the show, and not just Black history as Martin Luther King said, don't fight the oppressor. That's not everything that goes along with Black history.
Right.
So talk about that. So there's a lot of great stories that aren't just about, oppression, although that's included, but there are a lot of great stories that have been hidden.
Yes. The first unit in our curriculum is called Hopes and Dreams.
Okay.
So we start off using the Langston Hughes poem Dreams, and just kind of talk to the kids about what do you want to do, and just let them know that you can have hopes and dreams. It doesn't have to be just set right here. So it's not necessarily what people think, oh, they're just going to teach about the bad parts. We actually don't have any quote unquote bad books in the curriculum. Just what we know is when students see things that look like themselves and books that look like themselves, and they read the stories of people who've actually done great things as opposed to the oppressed part, it gives them something inside to make them feel a little better, make them sit up a little higher and be a little
Right.
prouder. And if I'm a struggling reader and you put these books in front of me and pictures don't look like me, the characters don't look like me, and the topic doesn't interest me at all,
Right.
it's not going to help me become a better reader.
There you
But if
go.
I'm interested in something and maybe I like writing, and we have a kid's book about Ida B. Wells, and
Sure.
I like writing, but I didn't know that this Black woman did this, and so things like that. We have a sports section, so there's books about Serena and Venus Williams.
Sure, things that they can identify
We
with.
have a children's section that talks about a lot of the children who are active in the civil rights movement. So it kind of goes away from the Martin Luther King part into talking about some of the kids who were involved, so that the students know, you really can do anything at a young age, no matter what it is. And the special section that was created is right about Waterloo, Iowa.
Oh my goodness, our hometown.
So
Yes,
we will
good.
be using materials and resources to just kind of teach the kids a little bit of the good history that we have right here in Waterloo.
Oh wow.
All right, and to be
Just
sure,
love
there's
it.
nothing wrong with learning about Martin Luther King, and there's nothing
Right.
wrong with learning about slavery, but there's so much in between that's been left
Yes.
out, and so we really appreciate and applaud efforts to address that while engaging the students, at the same time.
Yes.
It's like the best of both worlds.
Right, and just to be clear, we know the governor kind of shut down the 1619 project in school. So to me, I don't know, I was just tickled. It feels like Maya Angelou's poem, "And Still I Rise." I don't know the words, but the way that you guys picked it up and decided to do something in your own way, in your own time, after school, so you have your own words to
Yes.
put into it, meant so much to me, and I know as to our community,
Yes.
to have children learning history,
Yes.
Black history. So, all right, I
And
think
just continuing on, like as far as engaging, how we are engaging our children, we switching gears over
yes,
to you,
more.
Heidi, to talk about the youth art team and the things that are happening. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the youth art team.
Yeah, so my name is Heidi Fuchtman, and the youth art team, I always want to make sure people know it, they are actual teams of artists who have been working together over a long period of time. So we're 11 years old now, and
Wow.
that means that some of the artists who started youth art team in 2010 were in kindergarten, and they are now seniors in high school getting ready to graduate.
Oh
So
my goodness, how's
it's
that
been
make
really
you feel?
cool, old and excited to see them really take ownership of what we're doing. We really try to have the artists be a part of all of the brainstorming and decision making that we do about what projects we take on, and that they have space to share their voices and their ideas with the community, because I think you probably see this at school, like young people have the most amazing ideas, and I think sometimes us older people kind of forget the magic that they kind of have, and so I think they have some really powerful messages to share with
Yeah,
us.
and we need to jump in there while they have that going on
Yeah.
in their minds. So
Yeah.
and I'm glad that
Yeah.
you work with my granddaughters.
Yes.
You got Lillian and Violet, and I
Yes.
know they love going there and doing
Yes.
things.
Yes.
What's the age range of the students that participate in the youth art team?
The artists that work with us at Youth Art Team are anywhere from ages 5 to 18. So they're working together, all ages of students together, which I think is really cool, because the older artists get to experience that magic the younger artists have, and the younger artists really get to learn from those older students and have those peers and role models to look up to.
Great idea. I think we have to pause. Ed, you say we have a couple comments, or?
Just continue on.
Oh, okay. He's going to read our comments later.
Okay.
But what a great idea to have your mentor, to have that mentor there.
Yeah. Yeah. So Iowa PBS just did a piece about Youth Art Team, and so you can actually hear from some of the artists. They interviewed 8 of them. So we have a website we put up just for North End Update that you can go to. It's youthartteam.com/NorthEndUpdate. There are links to all kinds of things that Youth Art Team has going on, and including that video. So.
I saw that, and I'm so, I guess, non-savvy or whatever. I was like, how did we get on there or whatever? Couldn't figure it out. But yeah, it's just amazing what you guys have done in it's been 10 years, but still a small amount of time.
Yeah, and there's more going on than art, because I never use just art, those
Of
two words
course.
together anyway. But I had the privilege of being involved with one of your programs with the Artist Boot Camp. We came in and talked to some students, so I did see a wide range of students, and I saw a lot of things that you all were doing happening at the same time. So, so talk about the Artist Boot Camp and the financial literacy piece.
Oh yeah,
too.
that was way interesting.
Yeah, so Artist Training Camp was new for us. The projects that we've done really to this point have been very community-based, team-based. The artists are working together, collaborating with each other. They're learning history, local history, interviewing people from the community, and trying to tell stories through art. So Artist Training Camp was a chance for the artists to really start working on some of their own pieces and learning the business side of being an artist. So
And that can be a lot.
It can be a lot. So we had a lot of fun with it. So we never said financial literacy at camp.
That
but
would
we
kind
had
of
like
ruin it.
we made our own youth art team money. We got to play like banker during camp, and they got to spend their money. But they were also creating their artwork and thinking about how much time they were spending on it and what was the value of their ideas and the cost of the materials. And then they all walked through this and price their own art. So at the end of camp, I had no idea they would create quite so much work, but they created 93 pieces of art.
Wow.
That we brought to North End Fest for them to sell, because we wanted to, if we're going to teach, about how to use money and how to be an artist, we wanted to give them a chance to actually do that and sell their
make
work.
money,
so
yeah.
they sold a third of it in just those few hours that we were at
Wow.
North End Fest, and now we have a shop online where people can purchase original artwork by the artists, and they get 75% of their own sales, and then 25% goes to the art
nice.
team just to continue to provide those materials for them to keep making art.
That information is invaluable because, like, an old artist, did I say old? Yeah. Old artists like myself not having access to that kind of information. Pricing your stuff and thinking about the value of it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's not something you learn.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever you have put into it and what you want to get out of it,
Yeah.
why you did it. I suppose
Yeah.
all that comes into it.
Yeah.
Okay, Ed, can we have some questions? Do you have anything for us? Okay. I know we have some great viewers. Thank you all for watching.
We have a couple comments about each of the topics on the 1619 Freedom School. Carrie Hicks says it's an awesome program and curriculum. And Velveeta Robinson says this is going to be awesome.
Yes.
Speaking to Heidi and youth art team, Kristen Cruzy.
Yes.
Says, "Hi,
She was
Heidi,
yesterday.
Hi, Heidi, you are amazing." And then she also made a comment. She's teaching my son financially literacy and art. He's really thinking about what goes into his work now, building confidence.
All
And then
right.
Velveeta Robinson's just made another comment. Thanks, ladies. You're beautiful inspirations.
All right.
bless
Thank you,
you.
Vita, for keeping up with us.
Yes, and we
Yeah.
just like we have the best guests, we have the best viewers, the best birthday people. I mean, seriously.
Oh, and
Good
before we
day.
move on to the birthdays, I would like both these ladies to give us some information. If someone
Exactly.
is more interested in getting more information, because someone wanted to know specifically about where they could get these brochures.
Right, Jessica Young
Yes.
wants to know where can she get some brochures to put in her bike shop,
Mm-hmm.
and who qualifies for the after-school program as well as the youth art team. So you go first.
She can contact me for brochures to put into her shop. If she wants to just pick up a brochure, if anybody wants to pick up some brochures, they are at 2 Cute Clothes on Franklin Street. My sister from Other Parents, Kim Phillips, owns that shop, and she's willing to have them down there. If you want to find out any more information about the 1619 Freedom School, our website is 1619freedomschool.org. We also have a Twitter, a Facebook, and a Instagram page. On the actual website, there is a spot for donations. We are currently accepting donations for books and or monies if you would like to donate that. This is going to be a free program for
Oh, wow.
students. So in order for us to have a free program for students, the money has to come from something.
Yes, we've got to
Website
give
is-
generously.
Yes.
That
Um,
website is beautifully done, and it's very informative for anyone who would like more information, and to clear up, hopefully, some of the misconceptions of people who have weighed in without really knowing what the 1619 after-school Freedom School literacy program is even about.
Right, and it's not necessarily quote-unquote critical race theory, whatever the name, I mean, it's
Oh
Black
yeah, not at
history
all.
or
It's actually
literacy.
not. It's not affiliated with the 1619 project. That's
Okay.
not what will be taught. It is called the 1619 Freedom School Liberation Through Literacy, because we will be teaching reading.
Okay.
Multiple books Yes, they will be majority African American history books, but it's teaching literacy through books.
All right. Thank you for that clarification. And Heidi, how can we get a hold of the youth art team before we let you sing your solo?
Yeah, youthartteam.com is our website. And if you go to youthartteam.com/north-and-update, it's going to have links to that PBS video. It's going to have links to more information about the Our Freedom Story mural. And it will tell you how you can donate. We also provide all of our activities to the artists at no cost. We think that's really important. And so
awesome.
individual donors are really what makes Youth Art Team keep going. So.
Yes. Okay, special shout out to Carrie Hicks, Velveeta Robinson, of course, Kristen Cruz, Marianne Butler, Tracy, Loveless Hill, one of our favorite viewers. And before we get ready to
Marianne's my
sing,
mommy.
Marianne, that's right. And you know, I was just saying, okay, there's some connection there because I saw that the other day. I put that together. And yes, you know what I told Marcia Parker,
Okay.
her real name is Jones. Anyway, we did something when we had you guys. You guys are changing the world. This generation right here are doing so many awesome things.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so we got to sing to our best birthday people. Agnes has other things to do today. We can't stay too long. All right, so who do we have for birthdays today, Chaveevah?
Rocki, we have the best
The
birthday
best?
people.
I know.
We
How
do.
did we get all these great birthday people?
Man, just luck. I'm going to start right on in, out with Alan A. Speller. Happy
Hey.
birthday to you. Lance Dunn.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Nataki Gilmore Coakley, somebody I knew from
Way
too long
back.
ago.
Okay.
Yes, happy birthday. Margot Moorhead Drain.
Sister.
Yes, Bev Smith
Yes,
and Kay
sister.
Jordan.
Sister Kay
Happy
Jordan.
birthday.
Hey, and my beautiful stepdaughter, LaShonda Ferguson Felter. Happy birthday, Nadine.
Happy birthday.
Deb Berry, my sister.
All right.
All right, Debbie Berry. Sherry Jones, our dear friend, and Lonnie Gelshin, my new dear friend, Lonnie.
Happy birthday.
Gaston Moore, brother. And Vera Walliken, sister. Just all
Okay.
these wonderful family
Yes.
people. You know, when you have family like this, who needs family? Right? You got so many good people. All right, so Chaveevah, I think it's time to wrap it up and
Yes.
sing our wonderful. How does it go? It goes something like this. I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to ya.
Come on, y'all.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right.
She was.
I lip sync.
Yo, you
no,
didn't
for
sing
real.
nothing.
My mama don't let me sing
Okay,
nowhere on
Marianne,
purpose.
you teach this baby how
And
to
none of my
sing.
friends either. They be like, nope, don't
Okay.
Well, you know what, Sheritta, you and Mr. Ferguson are in good company with the no singing.
Heidi, I couldn't hear you very well.
I was singing. I was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was, right?
All of that aside, thank you ladies both so much for
Yes.
joining us today and talking about the wonderful programs that you are affiliated with is doing great things in this community. Boom.
Yes, exactly. And we want to do like we do every single week, encourage our viewers to keep doing more of what makes you awesome, like
right.
Heidi
And
and
like
Sheritta,
Sheritta. Yeah.
because
It makes us
all
all
look
look good.
See you
All
next
right.
time.